Hello, and welcome to this training overview for EBSCO Learning Express Job and Career Accelerator. My name is Miriam Moss, and I am a product sales specialist here at EBSCO Learning Express. Job and Career Accelerator is the most complete and easy to use job search application that integrates everything one would need to conduct a successful job search. In this session, I will provide a brief overview of the content and features of the platform, along with a more detailed look at how users can explore occupations, find a career match, build resumes and cover letters, search for jobs and internships, find schools and scholarships, and prepare for an interview. Let's begin on the home page, where users will see a quick snapshot of their career dashboard. Users will be able to see the 5 most recent saved jobs, resumes, as well as cover letters that they have created. If you want to access the full career dashboard, you can do so. The full career dashboard will give users a 360-degree view of everything that they have done so far, so they can create their resumes, their cover letters, all of their saved searches, saved jobs, any occupations, as well as occupation matches, and then we have any recommended resources as well. So your users will have access to all of that. Please note that users must create a username and a password in order to have full access to Job and Career Accelerator and access to be able to re-access all of the work that they have done within this platform. Let's go back to the home page, as you can see here. So here we have our little quick snapshot, but then also you'll see that we can build resumes and job letters, find a career match, you can explore occupations, you can search for jobs and internships, preparing for an interview. We have an ebook library, so your users can access books on different careers. And then we have a school and scholarship finder. We'll begin by accessing and exploring all of the occupations that we have here within Job and Career Accelerator. And so as you can see here, it is broken into 4 sections here: our green economy occupations, our in-demand occupations, our occupation groups, as well as our military to civilian occupations. And so I'll just click into the military to civilian occupations. Once we're in, you'll see that users can search by keyword. They can explore in-demand occupations. So these are occupations that are projected to have long-term growth. Our occupation groups, and so all of the occupations that are related to each other. And so this will help users to just select a group and then see all of the selections that are under the group. Next is our military to civilian occupation. And so here, veterans can put in their military branch as well as code here. So if I was an infantryman, and so as you can see here, we'll have a list of occupations, civilian occupations that are similar to what they did in the service. And then we have our green economy occupations, so you can see all of the jobs in the green sector. But quickly, let's go here and let's explore what happens when a user finds an occupation that is of interest. And so let's just say the police and sheriff patrol officers. Let's click on that. And then your users will be directed to one of our occupation cards. We actually have over 1,100 different occupation cards within Job and Career Accelerator, and it will give your users a detailed description of a specific occupation. And so in this case, the police and sheriff patrol officer. And so you'll see we have a video that your users can play. I'll play a small snippet for you to hear.
Whether on foot, wheels, or horseback, detectives and police officers are alert for any threat to public safety, ready to respond at a moment's notice when a need occurs. Police and sheriff's officers protect lives and property. They respond to emergency calls and patrol their assigned area for signs of criminal activity. They
Okay, I'll just pause. But as you can see, we have closed captioning as well as a transcript to which your users can follow along with. But also, you'll see that we have the wages and trends based on US average compared to your state. We also have the knowledge, skills, and abilities that are needed in that occupation, the task and activities that are expected, our tools and technology that are used. And you'll also see throughout each of the sections, we have helpful hints also. So your users know exactly what the section entails. Our education and training, related occupations, web resources, so you can search via state. But here are recommended occupation practice resources. So here you'll be able to see resources and access resources that will help your users begin preparing for that occupation. And so here, when I click the police sergeant practice exam one, as you can see here, it will take you to the introduction page to begin practicing for the police sergeant exam. Let's go back. If I were to click the police officer exam, fifth edition, you'll see an ebook. So it's a mix. So you'll find test preparation as well as ebooks. And so with the ebooks, you should be able to see the image pop up right now on the screen. The ebooks, they are yours to keep. So your users can download the ebook, they can print it, they can keep it. It is theirs to keep forever. One of the good things about this is that you're not only adding additional resources for your patrons, but you're also eliminating the expense of replacing unreturned or damaged books. There's no checkout required or user limits on the number of titles download. Another feature, I'd have to say, another bonus is that our content team goes in to make sure that all of the resources here are updated. So your users will always be using updated and current information to prepare looking for their job or to prepare for a certification to help them land the job of their dreams. And so I'll close out of here. And then also just to finish here, we have recommended skills improvement, view any available jobs in your area. So this is still linked to the occupation card. So you can see this is all deputy sheriff jobs. And then if you had saved any, you can save this also. You can also save this occupation card later on. So if this is of interest, we can save the card and it will be saved under our My Center dashboard. So your users can always access this at any time. Save jobs, saved occupations. And as you can see here, another area I would have to say that is also linked with our occupation cards is the Find a Career Match. And this is for users that are completely unsure of what career best fits them. And so you'll see that we have two quiz, an interest matcher as well as a skills matcher. They are both ONET based questionnaires, and it will take your users about 15 minutes to complete and will link them to the occupations that best suits their interests as well as experience level. It will be broken down into 6 work-related interest categories, such as realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, as well as conventional. And so I've already completed my match, my quiz. And so I just want you to know this is how it looks like once you have completed. So as you can see, so these are my results here. And so remember I mentioned 6 categories, as you can see right here. We have our preparation level, and so users can update and change their preparation level, and then it will give them another set of matches. And so my preparation level right now is at medium. So I have some on the job experience as well as or an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. But as you can see, we go from little to no preparation at all the way up to an extensive preparation. So someone with a master's degree, a doctorate's, and they can search for jobs that way, matches. And so we'll close that. But then to see the actual results, your users will be provided a list of jobs that match their 2 highest scoring interest categories. And so going into my Center dashboard under occupation match, we have our interest matcher as well as our skills matcher. So you'll see here, my 2 highest scoring interest categories, I'll get a list of my primary occupation match as well as my secondary occupation match. And so your users can take a look at the list, see if anything sparks their interest. They can click on it. Once they do so, they will then be directed to, again, our occupation card, where they will get all of the information needed to begin to not only learn about the occupation, but also to begin preparing for it if this is something that they are interested in going into. Once we see and we know exactly what field we are interested in, it's time to get our resume created as well as our cover letter. And I'd have to say that is one of the hardest parts of the job search process, in my opinion, is to get the resume created. And so the Job and Career Accelerator makes it very easy to do so. So going into our Build Resumes and Job Letters, you'll see that not only do we have a Build Your Letter, but we also have Build Your Resume. And so going into our Resume tool, we will begin by creating a brand new resume, and I will show you how easy it is to do so. And so we can create a brand new resume or we can upload and edit an existing one. You'll see that we have tips all along the site, all throughout the site to help your users. So your users will never be left stranded and they'll always understand the reason for why they're doing exactly what they're doing. So they understand the whole process. And so let us begin by creating a brand new resume using the Resume Builder tool. I will name my resume. There is no need to put in a description. It is not required. However, it is helpful if a user is planning on creating customized resumes throughout their job search. And then we can select our job category. I'm going to create a nursing resume. So let's go under health science. We can select our job experience. So we go from little to no experience all the way up to a research academic job seeker. I'll put it as entry. And then we can select our work situation. So we can go if you have a 6-month gap in your work history, you're transitioning from the military to the civilian workforce, or just looking to change careers, we have tips to help you with your situation. And so I'll leave it right now for none, and we will begin building our resume. And so as you can see here, it is broken into different sections. And so your users do not need to fill in each of the sections. It is up to them. If there are any sections that are not here, they can always add an additional section to their resume. They can go in and just fill out each of the sections. You'll see that we have tips that will help your users understand the reason for each section and the main goal of the section, pretty much. And also any do's and don'ts that you should not do. You'll see that as well. But for users that do not know what to put in, we have something to help them. We actually have over 200 sample resumes to help your users build a professionally written resume. And so they can choose up to four that match. And so earlier, when I was selecting my category, experience level, as well as work situation, it was narrowing the samples down to the selections that best suits what I'm looking for and my skills. And so I am going to select the mid-level job seeker nurse. As you can see here, we have a tip here on what makes this resume stand out. And so again, this will help your users just realize exactly what information they really want to highlight within their resume. And so we will add this to our sample resume. You can see it is the full resume here. So we've added one. Let us go ahead and select another one to compare. We'll do the experience. The same thing, you can see the expert tip. This is the resume. We will add this. So we're going to add and refer to these two. So we're going to go back to our build or edit a resume and go into each of the sections. So again, we're going into our headline. And now instead of just typing it in myself, we're going to use the samples. And so as you can see here, this is pulling from the mid-level job seeker nurse. Going into the experience, this is what the results are wielding. And so your users can just select the choice that they like. It'll populate, they hit save, and it's there. Qualifications, we're going to do the same thing and save. Experience. So as you can see, it is very easy to do. Here, your users can select the section of choice. We'll save that. Let's add another section. And let's pull from the other resume. Save that. We can add another one. And also you can edit. Let's just say I have never provided evidence-based nursing care, which sounds kind of bad, but let's just say I've never done that. And so we can always delete. You can type in whatever you want. Save it. Let's close. And as you can see, what I've just put in, it's there. And so we also have provided a keyword list of 750 action words and 25,000 job-specific keywords. And this is to help your users set their resume apart, especially if an employer is using a resume scanning software. This will help your users' resume reach the hands of hiring managers to get that interview. And so we can really go specific. Again, healthcare, drill down to nurses or nursing. And as you can see here are some terms that your users can sprinkle along onto their resume to get that call. And so let's get back to the top. And then we have our resume preview. And so within the resume preview, you can see all of the work that you have done. As you can see here, we can also change and format our resume. And so going into here, you'll see I customize my resume. We'll click on that. And as you can see here, you can change your resume layout. And so there's no other formatting required as the resume builder does it all for you. And so your users can just select the look that they like the most. And then also, while we're here, if there are any sections that your users would like to move around, so let's just say I would like to move the highlights down at the bottom, I can do so, as you can see right here. Your users will be able to make a copy of the resume that they have just created. If they want to create another one and just update that for another position, they can do so. They can print their resume. They can download their resume as well in a variety of options, such as a PDF, a text format, or a Word document. And then they can also email the resume to themselves or to an employer. You'll see also we can link and begin our letter builder. We can do so. So I'll click on it right here. And as you can see here, it will take us to the home page to begin creating a cover letter. Remember, you can also go the other way, which is going from the home page under Build Resumes and Job Letters. You can go here, build your letter, and it will direct you to the same page as well. And so let us begin by creating a letter. And so we're going to use the letter builder. And so we're going to create a new one. Let us name it. We'll select the type. So we have a cover letter, we have our networking and informational letters, we have an interview follow-up, interview thank you notes, as well as job offer letters. And so I'm going to create a cover letter. Again, the description, it is not required. And then where would you like to start? So would you like to revise one of your saved letters? Would you like to create one from these samples? Or you can create a letter from scratch. And so we're going to use the samples. So let's click on, let's create a letter from samples. Again, you will find our tips, and then let us go ahead and begin building our cover letter. So as you can see here, we have our cover letter type, the samples. So we have one for a mid-level job seeker, a recent college grad, as well as an intern. And so we'll leave it under mid-level. You'll see also why is this a strong letter? Again, to help your users understand what is needed and what information is needed to put in a cover letter, again, to highlight your best aspects so that employers would want to continue and take a look at the resume. And so we're going to use this one. So let's use this sample letter. And so here we can edit. And so you'll do any necessary updates that you want to do. Once it's completed, you can preview your letter. And then, of course, you can clone it, you can print it, you can download, and then you can email. Emailing is very easy to do. I'll just show you. So here, if there is a job that you have saved that you are ready to send your resume and your cover letter to, you can do so. So I have some jobs that I have already saved, and I'll show you the job search after this. And so let's just say I am going for this job. We can select our resumes. And so this is the one I have recently created. You can select the type of file that you want to send it in. Remember, we have a Word document, a PDF document, as well as a text file. And so I'll just do a Word document. And then, as you can see, it's very easy. You can type in your email address, the employer's email address. You can CC it to yourself as well. You put in the subject. As you can see, my resume is attached, and here is my cover letter. And then when I'm ready to send, I can hit send. You can also save this so that you can still track what is going on also. Under our search for jobs and internships, you'll see that you can search for jobs via our federal job search engine. So this is the USA Job Search. We have an internship search via Indeed, as well as a job search engine. Again, this is Indeed as well. You'll also see within this section that we have a tutorial on how to find your next job. And so this will definitely give your users, it will guide them throughout every step of the job search process. And so this is a very good tutorial for your users to take a look at. And so let us take a look at the Indeed job search engine. As you know, it is the largest job aggregator. And so you can do a quick search, or if your users would like to do an advanced search, they can do so as well. But let us type in, let's keep it under nursing. And you can type in your city, your state, or your zip code. We'll search for jobs. And as you can see here, here are some of the nursing roles here that are available in the New York area. Once your users see a job that sparks their interest, they can click on it. It will take them to the post within Indeed where they can apply for it using their freshly created resume or cover letter. If they are not ready yet to apply for this job, they can also save the job listing. As you can see here, it is very easy to do. They can put in a contact name if there is an email, the URL. If they would like to link their resume right now, you can do so. They can do so as well. You can link it to an occupation card as well that you have saved. All occupation cards, create a new occupation card, or you can skip that and we can just skip that, don't have to link it. And then once you save it, it is saved again under your My Center dashboard. So when you're ready to apply for it, you can do so. Let us go back and take a look at our college and scholarship finder. So here under Discover Schools and Scholarships, you'll see that we have a scholarship finder as well as a school finder. And so beginning with our scholarship finder, actually your users can search over 24,000 diverse awards that will total up to $7 billion. And so we can do a quick search by keyword. We can search via GPA, academic year, your SAT or ACT scores, any awards. We also have an advanced search. And so just going by keyword, I'll just put in the arts. Once I click on that, you'll see here is one of the awards. And so it will tell you all of the information that you need to know whether or not to apply for it. So you'll see the deadline, how much is covered that is available within the award, when is it available, any contact information. You'll also see a description, so it details on the scholarship. So the type of scholarship, whether it must be repaid, whether it is renewable also. So you'll get all of that information. So users can download this information. They can also print and save it. So let's go back to our search. And so just to show you what's involved within the advanced search, you'll see users can search personal, so by gender, citizenship, race, ethnicity, any disabilities, special conditions, via awards, academics, so educational status, GPA. We also have the GED, the TOEFL, any national merit scores, you can add that there. Any activities and interests, affiliations, athletics, as well as if you're in the military. And so there are many different ways that users can search for scholarships. That is the scholarship finder. And so the school finder is just as easy. And so let's go back. Let's go into the school finder. You can search for 2 or 4-year institutions or programs or any graduate school programs as well. And so going into our 2 to 4 year, you can do a quick match or you can do a keyword search if you know exactly the school that you want to attend. And then we also have our advanced school search. But showing you now going into the quick match, we can go by list your region, the type of school, selectivity, any majors. Let's do accounting. And then you'll get a list of school matches. And so again, your users can just select the schools that is of interest. They can click on one, take a look, and again, it will give them all the information about the school. When is the application deadline? How much is the tuition and fees? Can you receive any aid for undergrads? The address, the school profile. So you'll get a full description of the school, the community size, total enrollment, faculty, student body profile, housing information, student programs that are offered, any library holdings as well. So services here, you can see that they have services for disabled school students, um, financial aid. So who to talk to, again, how much is it, how much to expect for books and supplies, admissions, again, who to talk to, admission deadlines and fees, testing. So what scores do you need to have? Any majors that are provided within the institution, if there are any athletics, you'll see that listed as well. And so again, your users can download this information, they can print it, or they can save it. And so as you can see, with both the scholarship finder and the college and the school finder, it is very easy to search and to look for the information that you need. So going under prepare for an interview, here you will find sample letters. So remember when we were in the cover letter builder and we had the samples there. For those that would like a physical copy of these samples, they can do so. So we have our follow-up, our interview thank you notes, our job offer and resignation letters, as well as our networking and informational samples. And so I can click on this. It is actually a PDF, are a few of the letters that your users can download and print to keep for an actual physical copy of what it looks like. And again, there's a tip also to let you know exactly what the letter is about. And so I'll close that. But then also, I really wanted you to take a look at this. We have a tutorial on interviewing with confidence. We'll quickly go in here so we can take a look, you'll still find our units, our lessons here on the left-hand side. We have our introductions as well. But this tutorial will help your users really understand what is happening in the interview process, especially with starting with the 5 stages, also what to expect when you're scheduling an interview, the types of interviews that they can encounter, if they have a second interview, what to expect, then preparing for it. So, the pre-interview research, you'll see that as well. What to wear, what to bring, any top mistakes, such as showing up late, being unprepared, fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, lying, revealing too much, speaking poorly, dressing too casually. So as you can see, we really go down, we drill down. If your users would like to print these tips also here, specifically, they can do so. They can print it, it will pop up as a PDF. But then also the biggest part of the interview process, the questions, such as, tell me a little bit about yourself. So here it goes into each of the questions and it will help your users not only understand why the questions are being asked, but also how to answer it. So as you can see here, once they type in their response, they can compare their response. We have a sample response here. And again, this is to help them understand exactly why the question is being asked and how best to answer it. And so, what would you consider your biggest accomplishment as at your last job? What have you heard about this company that is interesting to you? So, as you can see, we have a lot of really good information to help your users just really power up and load themselves so that they have a successful interview to get that job. Another thing that I do want to point out is that we do have our guidance page, and so you'll find additional information. And so we have some tips here, expert advice, no matter what level you are in your career search. And so let's go here. You'll see we have some advice on how to target your search to land an internship or a job, how to build a network, tips to build the perfect resume, what makes a good cover letter, reference do's and don'ts, interview thank you notes, do's and don'ts. And then also you'll see within the guidance page, we also have another tutorial on how to fill out a job application. And it's very easy to do. And this will help users that are brand new to the process, whether they are completing a job application in person or online. And so as I mentioned, Job and Career Accelerator is robust with a lot of information to help your users just get that job. Thank you for joining me for this overview training video today. Again, my name is Miriam Moss. If you have any questions about Job and Career Accelerator, please contact your EBSCO sales representative, your customer success rep, or visit www.ebsco.com for more information. We're here to help you with anything you need. Have a great day. Be good to yourself and each other. Thank you.